Welcome back. You're watching The Money Show, and it's time to get your portfolio queries answered. And for this festive special, we are joined by Shweta Jain, who will be answering all your portfolio-specific queries. Shweta, hi. Welcome to the show, and happy festivities to you. Happy Diwali and a prosperous New Year in advance. And Shweta, we are taking Ram Sagar's question first, and he says that if there are any changes one needs to do in the portfolio, kindly recommend. Parag Parekh Flexi Cap, HDFC Flexi Cap, Nippon Small Cap. He's got target is 1 CR retirement planning, and the total value of his portfolio is almost 9.5 lakhs right now.
Yeah, hi Kavita. Thank you for having me. Happy Diwali and a very prosperous to you and to all our viewers today. So for Mr. Ram Sagar, I think one of the biggest observations that we have immediately is one scheme is way too heavy in the portfolio because of the lump sum that he's doing and the other SIPs that are going. So he needs to have this balance, and this is something that investors should remember, that while the schemes are important, how much you're allocating to each scheme is equally important. With this, the only change I would say is he could add on UTI or DSP Nifty 50 as a core to the portfolio, low cost. It will help bring that stability to the portfolio as well. With this SIP and the step up of 20%, he will get to his target of 1 crore. He could even surpass it to 1.2 crores at 12% returns per annum.
All right. Let's take Ketan Singh's question. ICICI Pru Nifty 50 Index, Motilal Oswal Mid Cap, Bandhan Small Cap, Parag Parekh Flexi Cap. This is okay. So this is Gaurav Singh. Sorry, this is Gaurav Singh's question. He is doing 1,000 rupees SIP in each of these funds. Plans to invest for 30 years, and how much would he be able to accumulate? What could be the corpus amount with this kind of a money, Shweta?
Okay, so the schemes that we are seeing, I know we are looking at say 4,000 rupees SIP at the moment, but his age is he's younger and his target is also more. He will also be doing a step up, I believe. So with that, in 30 years, with a 10% step up, he could reach up to 10 crores. So that is the power of compounding. I think if this was say 20 years, he could have less than half, definitely. But in that extra time that he's getting, the money is really compounding.
All right. Nishant's question is next, and he wants to invest for 20 years. SBI Small Cap 5,000, SBI Large Cap 6,000, SBI Flexi Cap 6,000, SBI Energy Opportunity 6,000, HDFC Hybrid Fund 7,000, Aditya Birla Sun Life Large Cap is again 1,000. 2 CR is his goal, and if any changes or new additions to be done in his portfolio.
Yeah, he has a lot of SBI schemes, and I think he's biased towards a one fund house. The risk that we expose ourselves by, putting too many eggs in one basket here. I would also like to change his hybrid scheme because his time horizon is much more. The ABSL large cap, instead of that, I would move to a UTI Nifty 50 or a DSP Nifty 50. Instead of one of the SBI schemes, I would rather do Motilal Oswal mid cap or an Invesco mid cap. So I would actually want a complete revamp of his portfolio. With with these changes at 12%, assuming that return, he would get to around 2.5 crores.
All right, 2.25 crores, and well, a step up would also be nice, and obviously you're surpassing that goal of 2 CR. But then let's move on. Saurabh's question. Saurabh Pandey, 38 years old. He's a government teacher, and he can invest up to 25 years. SIP amount is almost 20,000 plus 5% step up is what is his plan. Parag Parekh Flexi Cap 11,000, Edelweiss Mid Cap 6,000, Bandhan Small Cap again 3,000. And he just recently in July he started his investments. Target is 3 CR, and he needs almost 1.5 CR after 15 years for higher education. After 20 years, he needs 1.5 CR again, and 7 CR after 30 years for his retirement.
Right. So he would need to invest different amounts for each of his goals. His portfolio is predominantly fine. Sure. Approximately 2 crores is what he can expect with his current SIPs. He needs to invest 45,000 for the first goal that he mentioned, 35,000 for the second, and 1.3 lakh rupees per month for the retirement fund, retirement corpus that he mentioned.
All right, so there goes the division. As per the goal, you're advised to segregate your investments. But then let's take Sanjay's question. He says that he's 43 years old and the goal is to have a corpus of 1 CR in next 15 years. Saving annually PF is rupees 21,000. He's doing monthly SIP and plans to step it up by 10% also. Wants to know if the fund selection is okay, distribution is good across market caps. He's got HDFC Flexi Cap, 5,000 rupees SIP, ICICI Pru Large and Mid Cap, 5,000, Invesco Mid Cap 5,000, ICICI Prudential Focused Equity 5,000.
I think his portfolio is right on track. He is doing 20,000 per month, which is right on track to meet his goals. The schemes are absolutely fine. I wouldn't recommend any changes. Yes, the step up is helping him reach his goal. So I think it's something that no changes required at the moment.
All right, with that, it's a wrap. Thank you so much, Shweta, for being on the show and helping our viewers with their portfolio queries. And for our viewers, keep sending us your question. Let's flash the WhatsApp number and email ID as well. Do give us all the details of your current investments, and later on, how would you like to what kind of help would you like from our experts in terms of aligning your investments with your financial goals? Do send across your questions. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.
EPFO 3.0 launched with the simplified PF withdrawal rules. Members can withdraw up to 75% of total PF balance. Minimum 25% PF balance must remain in the account. Full PF balance withdrawal allowed after 1 year of unemployment. Earlier, full settlement was allowed after 2 months. 13 old withdrawal rules merge into 3 broad categories. So now the new categories are essential needs, housing and special circumstances. So there are various other changes under the EPFO 3.0. So to talk more on this, I am joined by Ketan Das, PF Business Head of Finrite. Ketan, thank you so much for talking to ET Now. Just want to understand from you these EPFO new rules. How do you take these new rules and what are the main takeaways? What are the 3 positive takeaways, and do you think that there are few negative takeaways also?
Sure. So I'll tell you the 3 benefits that are there with these new rules. First is the 3 simple categories. Earlier there were 13 categories with which you could apply for a withdrawal, but more often than not you did not understand which reason to select and you ended up getting a rejection. Now that there are 3 categories, one is essential, where you apply for medical emergencies, either marriage or education. These 3 have been categorized into essential category. Apart from that, you have a housing category, and then at the last there are special circumstances. So earlier there used to be a lot of categories such as declaration of a pandemic, power cutout, and sudden unemployment. All of those reasons have now been categorized as a special circumstances, right? So that is one benefit. The second benefit is the number of times you can withdraw under this essential category. So they've essentially increased. Earlier there used to be only 3 withdrawals for marriage and education combined. Now they have given 10 times you can withdraw for your educational needs and 5 times for marriage needs. Okay. So that takes it from 3 to 15,
so
which is
more amount you can withdraw.
More number of times you can withdraw. There is still some ambiguity about the eligibility of that.
Okay.
So the earlier eligibility rule says that you had to be eligible for 7 years. You have to be contributing for 7 years, and you can withdraw 50% from your employee share. Whatever you have contributed, 50% of that balance. So they haven't talked about the eligibility changing.
But the headline is that you can withdraw 100%. Everyone is talking about that. But right. You are saying that that is not 100%. That is only for eligibility, 100% right. of your eligibility.
Yeah. So the key point there was it is 100% of the eligible PF balance, both from the employee plus employer. Now, that has brought some sense of ambiguity whether this is applicable across all 3 categories, because only in housing, earlier only in housing needs were you able to withdraw the employee plus employer share. But under these new rules, do they mean that all the categories will get extension of employer share as well? That is something that we need to figure out.
And another change is that full PF withdrawal allowed after 1 year of unemployment, and a minimum 25% PF balance must remain in the account. So that will be a type of a lock-in for 1 year?
That's correct. So these two I would categorize as something that could be negative.
Negative takeaways.
Negative takeaways, possibly. So full and final withdrawal earlier, if you left the job, you got laid off, you have 2 months till which you have to wait. After that, you can apply for a full and final withdrawal. Now it is extended up to 1 year. So up to 1 year, you cannot apply for a full and final withdrawal. Well, that again, combine that with the second rule, which says that 25% of the amount will stay locked in for future purposes. Then essentially, if you have left your job, you're left with only 75% of the balance that you can withdraw right away. That too through multiple withdrawals possibly.
So that 25% only for 1 year. After 1 year, you can withdraw that 25%.
Yeah. After 1 year, you should be able to withdraw the entire corpus, whatever is there in the PF.
Okay, then still there is a ambiguity on the taxation part, that how the interest will be taxed now, because previously the 5-year rule was there.
Correct. So essentially, one rule that they have mentioned is minimum service required for any sort of withdrawal. Earlier for housing, it was 5 years. For marriage or education, it was 7 years. Now everything has been cut down to 12 months.